Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So before y'all notice, we gonna talk about what's going on here. So after I finished my dress your face palette tutorial the other day, my tripod decided to break. So I don't have any way to prop my camera up, so I'm actually filming with my Mac Air computer. And I think the video quality is decent on it. I'm on the floor and I'm in front of my super huge window in my living room because it gives the best natural lighting. And it ain't ghetto, it's called dedication, because my New Year's resolution was to really try to film as much as I can because I really like to grow my channel this year. So yeah, that's what's happening. And I'm going to be doing a updated foundation routine video. I don't even have a foundation routine video, but I wanted to do one, so that's what we're doing. And if you hear like a noise, it's the heater here in the living room because I live in the Midwest and it's cold as balls outside. Balls, okay? So, let's get started. What am I doing? So, to prime my skin, currently I've been using the Maybelline Baby Skin. I usually use Benefits Professional, or I'll use the 24-hour stay. It's like the little stick foundation primer, and it's like pretty much like glue for your skin because I usually have really oily skin, but like I said, it's hella cold outside right now, and the air in the Midwest is super dry during the winter, so my skin is actually kind of dry. And this one actually helps with my pores, but it doesn't dry my skin out. So this is what I've been using. So I'm going to prime my skin really quickly. Okay, so now that our face is primed, I'm going to move on to foundation, and I chose to use my absolute favorite foundation. I have tons of foundations, but since this is like a foundation routine video, this is the foundation that I reach for constantly. It's my holy grail. I love it so much. It's the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. Oh, I love this so much. I have so many different foundations, and this is the one that I constantly go back to. I'm actually running out. I need to buy a new one. I am in the shade 8. I love this one so much because it's peptide infused and it's free of parabens. So those of you that have really sensitive skin, this would be really good for. It's for all skin types, but it does not leave me looking oily. So it doesn't dry me out in the winter, and it doesn't leave me looking like an oil slick during the normal months of the year, if that makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and apply this. I've recently been using this flat top brush. I really don't even know what the brand of this is. I bought these off Amazon, and they came in a pack. So it came with like a flat top one like this one. It came with an angled kabuki brush like this one, which is actually what I use to contour and bronze my face. And then it also came with this little guy right here that I use for my concealer. And it actually came with some eyeshadow brushes and I think another brush, but I can't remember what the other one looks like. But they work really well. I'm going to be ordering some other brushes here pretty soon to kind of build my kit, because I'd actually like to start freelancing when I move back to Texas. But that's a whole nother story. So yeah, this is what I'm actually going to be using. And I just go ahead and shake this guy up. There's like 2 little balls in here. Balls that mix up the foundation. So I just squirt a couple of pumps in the back of my hand. And I dip it in. And I usually just kind of like start patting in, just so it kind of becomes one with my pores and my skin, to get a really nice even coverage. Please excuse my brows. I'm actually growing them out because I had gotten them done a few months ago and I got them done thinner than what I usually do, and I ended up not liking it. So this is what's going on right now. And then I'm just going to kind of buff everything in. Do not ignore your jawline. I don't know how many times I've said this in my videos or how many times y'all have heard people say this, but it actually is very important because you don't want to be looking like Too-Faced. And not the brand, but the monster. So I'm just kind of buffing everything in. I also love this foundation because it actually smells really good. So, sorry, my hair is in the way. I feel like I look like a combination between Janelle Monáe, Prince, and a pony. Okay, so now that that's all buffed in, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of set the bottom part of my face and like my forehead area. Did I forget my brush? I sure did forget my brush. Whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer. So before I was obsessed with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It was my just like staple product. That was like something that I never changed in my routine. But I went home and I lost it. And I ordered this concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro HD Concealer. And it's like almost a quarter of the price. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Mine is in the shade GC983 Fawn. I ordered this online. I can't remember what website I got it from. It wasn't even the LA Girl website, but I will link that website down below. There are other products that I'm looking to try from this line, so yeah. The only thing that I don't like is that you really have to like squeeze to get the product out, but that's not a deal breaker for me. It's the quality of the product, not necessarily like the packaging or anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and dab this under my eyes. A little bit down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my chin, and just a hair bit in on the middle of my forehead. Well, between my brows, whatever. I like the shape of my forehead, the size of my forehead, so I'm not trying to make it look bigger because that's what highlighting does. It makes things look bigger and more attractive, or it attracts light and attention to the areas that you do highlight. So I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender and just blend everything out. My beauty blender is like this weird shape now for some reason. I don't know what the heck happened to it. Then after that, I go in with this little like tapered kind of brush, and I just pat under my eyes just to make sure everything is blended out, because I have really not high cheekbones, but my cheeks right here are like these little apple things going on. So whenever I smile and whenever I talk, they make my concealer crease. So I'll just like to extra blend, extra pat, and whatnot. And then I immediately set the concealer. I had another brush that I was using, but I don't know what the heck I did with it. So I'm using, not this brush, I'm using this little Real Techniques brush. And I'm taking the banana shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. Y'all have seen this like so much. And I'm just going to put that under my eyes. I pack it on kind of heavy because I go in with a powder and kind of sweep most of it away anyways. And that's mainly just for under my eyes. I mean, on my chin, I do also, and down the bridge of my nose and in between my brows, but it's mainly for underneath my eyes that I pack it on really heavy because I just want to make sure that it sets and that it doesn't move. So while that is sitting there, we are going to go ahead and contour. I don't really like super carve out my face a whole lot just because I like the shape of my face. So I feel like I have a nice little jaw, a nice little chin. So I really just kind of focus on my cheeks and then a little bit up by my hairline. And also depending on how I have my hair, I don't mess with my forehead because I have my hair in a frohawk right now. So it's mainly covering my forehead. But I mainly focus just like on my jawline and then just up a little bit by my temple. And of course I use the contour palette also, and I believe the one that I use is, I don't know if it's Fawn or Havana, I can't remember. Let me like pop it out and see if it says it. It's the darkest one that's in here, but I can't get it out. So yeah, it's this one. It's the darkest one that's in here. This one I'll use sometimes. I really mainly use this one to dust on, what is this called? To dust in the crease of my eyes if I'm like in a hurry and I want to put a little bit of color on. But I mainly use, my phone's ringing. Hello? What's up? I am filming, so as soon as I'm done filming, I'm going to cook and have his stuff ready for him and then dress the baby, and then I'm going to leave. What time is it? 11:37? Yeah, I've got an hour and a half before Chris wakes up, so I will finish filming and I'll call you as soon as I'm leaving. Okay, bye. Sorry. So I just kind of carve out my cheeks. I know that looks super, super harsh, but I promise I'm going to blend. I really love this brush. Like, oh my gosh, I paid like $15 for the entire set, which I think is pretty sick. I think that's awesome, especially if you balling on a budget like I currently am, because I just had a munchkin who is asleep. Thank you, baby Lord Jesus. So now I'm just going to kind of flick that color up because you don't want to drag it downwards. Dragging it downwards is actually going to make your face appear opposite of carved out, so kind of make it appear bigger. I don't want to say bigger because that sounds kind of mean, but it's truth. And then I just kind of drag that color up into my temples. Bitch got cheekbones. So then I'm just going to go in with a little bit of the banana powder, and with that same brush that I used, not the same brush. What brush did I use? Girl, what brush you use? What you use? Oh, with that same Real Techniques brush, I'm just going to kind of carve out this bottom part underneath my contour and let that set for a little bit because it's going to clean it up and have it look a little more cut and fierce. But like I said, all of this is going to be blended out once I go in with my powder. Oh, I forgot a brush. So now we're going to go in with a duo fiber brush. I know this brush looks like it's dirty, but there's a blush that I use. I don't even know what it was that actually like permanently stained this. So even when I deep cleaned it, it's just like she stained. This is a Pro Stippling brush from Sephora, number 44. I don't think that we have these anymore. I think now it's a Pro Dome Stippling brush. I don't know. I don't remember what number it is, but it's round and it's really dense, and I love using that on clients for foundation. But this one I got whenever we discontinued it. You might be able to find it online, but I know we don't carry it in stores anymore because it's not on our tool wall set. So I don't believe you can get this in stores anymore. You might be able to get it online. Don't quote me. I don't know. But yeah, so we're going to go in and kind of dust away that banana powder. And then we're just going to kind of blend out that contour just so it's real seamless and not super harsh. Then we're going to go in with MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and this is in the shade Dark, and I'm just going to kind of go in with that exact same dual fiber brush and just kind of set everything into place, make sure there's no like harshness anywhere. And then like if your contour ever like kind of gets mudded or like muddled, I just kind of go back and I like pat on no additional product, just what's already on the brush. And then that kind of just brings it back to life. I didn't really feel like I needed to film me putting on a blush because honestly, right after this, I have to go run some errands. I gotta go get some hair because I'm gonna be doing my hair tonight. I'm so excited. So yeah, if you guys would like to see a drugstore rendition of this video, let me know because I know foundation can get really expensive. This one retails at $39. So in the state of Missouri, because taxes are a pain in the ass, this is like almost $43. But it lasts a really long time. The coverage on it is really awesome. You really only need about 2 pumps. It's like medium, sheer to medium coverage. I wouldn't say full coverage at all. But it's a really great foundation. I think it's a really good investment because it lasts a really long time. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say right about now. So yeah, go ahead and please comment and let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions for me, I love hearing feedback from y'all, even if it's like constructive criticism. Just don't be rude. Nobody like no rude people. So yeah, I'm gonna go get ready and I'm gonna get my baby ready because he's probably gonna wake up in a little bit. And I'll see you guys in my next video in a couple of days. Bye.